What is one allowed to say, and how much does it matter? Should one remain silent? Should one continue living in neglect so others enjoy the fruit one's oppression generates? Should one breathe polluted air because no other part of the city but the South Bronx is pushed to deal with fertilizer plants that make homes smell like? It is best to avoid using French words here. English only, for now, and Spanish when elections are near. At voting time, even those who can't say please are the politicians' amigos, friends of some kind. But shouldn't the politicians one elect be working doing what is good for the neighborhood? Let the Bronx River water flow and make noise in the midst of silence. In the South Bronx, one walks on dirty sidewalks because Park Avenue comes first for garbage collection. Are the teachers and parents in the Bronx doing their job, telling children to put garbage in the proper place? Is the city doing its job? There are not enough garbage cans around, and the message sent by those in power, those who one should be respecting, is that the neighborhood is an open dumpster. Milky Way wrappers do not make a good dessert. Let the water of the Bronx River flow and bring neighborliness between the people and the politicians.
This river has always been a great source of life to people and other wildlife. The Native Americans who undoubtedly settled right here called it Aquahan, River of High Bluffs, but when Jonas Bronk, the first European settler in the area, came in, he lived near here and this became known as Bronx River and eventually gave its name to the borough. It was such a source of power that people started putting dams on the river to get power, to power mills that settled along this river. And eventually those mills and factories are what started polluting the river, and it grew very polluted indeed. It was called an open sewer, and I think we'd all say amen, I believe that.
Wealth grows from someone's deprivation, and we all live in one of the richest cities in the world, the South Bronx included. For years, in the Bronx, many have lived in oppression and are now seeking to embrace liberation. So, how can those who live in environmental despair continue putting up with asthma? How can those pushed to the bottom of society continue carrying someone else's weight? Let the Bronx River water flow. Just flow and talk to you in private. There are enough correctional facilities in the South Bronx to reform every dissident voice, to restrain every teenage dream behind bars. But restrained voices have a difficult time reaching out to family members, friends, and authorities. Let the Bronx River water flow and renew the hopes of the borough.
Nicolas Dumit Estevez, born in 1967 in Santiago, Dominican Republic, to Dominican, Lebanese, and Dominican parents. After moving to New York City in 1991, Nicolás became a Dominican York. Today, he will become a Bronxite.
It might be in the flowing in the water of the river, from which the borough got its name, that an all-time resilient Bronx will continue to emerge. Let the water of the Bronx River flow, 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 flow into the ears of the city officials and invite them to be neighbors. Let the Bronx River water flow and give birth to to the new hopes of the borough.